Okay, so let me get this straight. You've decided that you wanted to become a stylist, a personal stylist to be exact, but you aren't really sure where to begin. I mean, you're starting to follow stylists on social media and you came across a few that you love and that you admire, but you're not exactly sure how they got to where they were. And you're also not really feeling like you're in the right space to even get started. Well, you came across the right video because I'm going to show you how to start your styling business today. And guess what? This is a two-part series. So in today's video, I'm going to give you some mindset steps, some things that I want you to consider and some things that I want you to think about. And in part 2 of this video, I'm going to walk you through some actionable steps that you can actually take to start your styling business today. So I'm so excited to dive right in. And if you're just excited as I am, make sure you grab a pen and paper or use your phone to take notes because we have a lot in store today. So make sure you keep watching to learn more about how to start your personal styling business. Hey stylists, it's your favorite style biz coach, Kristen, and I'm super excited to be back with another video. So I actually recorded this video once before, but wanted to re-record it again because there are some things that I want to make sure you do not miss. It's 2025 and personal styling has become such a trendy thing to do. And I want to make sure that you are not so hung up on the trends, but more so focused on you, your purpose, and the reason behind why you decided to become a personal stylist. So real quick, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kristen Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of PSU, which is Project Style University, where I help first-generation personal stylists transform their love for styling into a profitable business. And I do that through coaching, mentorship, and these YouTube videos. I'm so excited that I decided to continue growing my styling business while also sharing my experiences because I feel like when I was building my business, I didn't really have any mentors or any stylists around that were helping me to grow. And a lot of what I learned is through trial and error and just through experiences and trying different things. So I want to help you to do the same thing that I did, but in less time, because obviously I'm here giving you all my tips and all my advice on what I did and how I did it. So I'm excited to just really hop into today's video and walk you through how to start your styling business. Like I said, this is part 1. So in today's video, I really want to focus on the mindset piece. I really want to walk you through what you should be thinking about before you even decide to become a stylist. I mean, a lot of these things I didn't really think about before I started. Like I said, I didn't have the help. But once I got into the industry, I realized like, oh, these things are important. Like I really need to take a step back and really rethink why I'm doing this, who I'm doing it for, and all of the things. So I want to show you what steps you need to take in your journey so that you can successfully show up as a personal stylist and truly serve the people that you were created to serve, because people are waiting for you, people need you, and people are looking for your help because there aren't many of us that exist, and there definitely aren't many of us that are doing what we do over here at PSU. So if you're not familiar with PSU, I just want to let you know that we don't just teach stylists how to start businesses. So this video is going to walk you through some of those mindset shifts that you need to have as a stylist so that you can properly start your styling business and serve the people that you were created to serve. So let's hop right in without further ado, because I don't want to waste any more time. So number 1 to starting your styling business is to understand your why. When I say your why, I really want you to think about why you are doing this. I feel like so many of us come into this industry just loving fashion and wanting to help people put outfits together, which is great, but there has to be more of a reason as to why you want to be a personal stylist. And you can have multiple whys. For me, for example, entrepreneurship. I love running my own business. I love, for the most part, being in control with what I do every day and what my lifestyle looks like every day. day, and I want to be the one making the decisions. I want to be my own boss. I am my own boss. So that is one of my whys. Another reason is generational wealth. I want to create something that I can pass down to my children and that my children can pass down to their children's children. And a business is one of the ways that you can create generational wealth. I also want to be a resource to people. I don't just want to help my clients look better and feel better and be more confident in themselves, but I also want to help those other stylists coming up behind me to be able to create sustainable and successful businesses as well. So it's so many reasons as to why I am a personal stylist, aka a style savant, and why I'm in this industry. And the more you mature and the more you grow in this industry, the more your why is going to change and evolve, and the list of the reasons as to why you're here is probably going to get longer. There are so many things that I could have mentioned as far as why I'm doing this, but those are the top 3 things that really came into my mind because I feel like they're the most important to me right now. Really making sure that I am fulfilling my purpose and fulfilling my clients' needs, but also doing what I love, doing what I'm called to do. And it's important for you to consider that and think about that before you decide to hop into this industry. Even if you're already in the industry and it's been some years, maybe even 5 years, or maybe even 10 years, maybe you've been here for as long as I have, I think it's important for you to revisit your why and truly understand why you're doing this, because that is going to fuel you to keep moving forward. Because there's going to be some days where you don't want to do this anymore. But when you think about why you're doing it and your true purpose and the reason behind why you even decided to start styling in the first place, then it's gonna fuel you and it's gonna continue to inspire you and motivate you to keep going every single day. Number 2, to building your styling business and doing it the right way is really figuring out who you want to style. Who is your perfect client? Who is your dream client? Who is it that you are created and meant to serve? I know when I came into this industry, I knew that I wanted to style women. I really got my first taste of styling at one of my past jobs at a company called Trunk Club. And in 2016, when I first started there, we were styling men. And obviously I knew that when I applied for the job and got hired, but I specifically wanted the experience. I wanted to be able to work for a company that was known for styling, and I wanted to gain as much experience as possible. Yes, I wanted to style women, but I knew that styling men was going to be a benefit to me as well. It helped me to become well-rounded in my experience and my expertise, and it also just gave me the practice that I needed. And you know what? When I got there, when I got to Trunk Club and started styling men, God made it work in my favor, because after just a couple of months, we started offering that Trunk Club styling service to women as well. I didn't know they were going to do that, but I took a chance on myself. I believed in myself, and I knew that this opportunity was going to get me to the next level in my career and my business. And guess what? God made it work out regardless. So I say that to say, take a chance on yourself. Although the opportunities that you have right in front of you may not be styling the people or the gender that you want to style, it could be an opportunity that's gonna give you the experience that you need. It may give you the exposure that you need, that's gonna catapult you to where exactly you want to be. So make sure you truly understand who it is that you want to serve. And it's not just about the gender either. It's truly about what those individuals are going through and what they're experiencing, and how you and your services are going to help them, and how you and your services are going to help solve their problems. Because we're problem solvers as stylists. We're not here to just put outfits together or go shopping for our clients. It's a deeper reason. It's a deeper cause as to why we're doing what we're doing. People don't just wake up and say, hey, I want to work with a stylist today. There is something that they experience in their lives that is causing them to now want to take the next step to reach out to a stylist, to elevate their style, to look better than what they looked before. So it's up to you to figure out what that reason is and allow that reason to be the problem that you are solving. For example, many people may have just got hired at a new job. Maybe the people that you want to style, or maybe the people coming to you, they lack confidence. Maybe the people that are coming to you, maybe they just had a baby and their bodies have changed. Maybe they just got a divorce and they have a newfound look on life. There are so many reasons why people want to take the next step with their style and truly start showing up as the person that they were created to be. So again, it's up to you to figure out what that reason is. And it's also important, like I said, to really understand what types of people are having those changes and what types of people are needing your services, because that is going to help you to really hone in on the next piece, what you're offering and how you're helping your clients solve their problems. So number 3 out of the 5 steps to building a styling business is to figure out what you're going to offer. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in a live segment before, but there was a time where I was offering 12 different services, y'all. 12 different services. Now, I may be talking to y'all and y'all may be doing the same thing. So I want to encourage you to stop. There is no need for you to be offering that many services at one time. You are not obligated to help everybody, and everybody is not willing to work with you. And just because someone is coming to you looking for a specific service that you do not offer does not mean that you now all of a sudden have to offer that service. The services that you offer should truly align to your overall purpose and what you're doing for your clients. So when I really understood what I was doing as a stylist and the transformation that I was providing my clients and how I was helping them build their confidence and curate capsule wardrobes that made sense for their lifestyle and truly determine their body shapes and getting comfortable and confident in their own body shapes, then I was then able to figure out how to offer a service or even offer a package that truly aligned with that. So to be honest with you, I stopped offering one-off services and I started curating packages, which I like to call styling experiences, and took the client from point A to Z in just a matter of time. So a package, if you aren't familiar, is just something that consists of a variety of services. So there are multiple services in one offer. So think about going to McDonald's, and as opposed to ordering a drink, fries, and a hamburger, you're gonna order a combo that includes all of that and maybe then some. And that's just a better deal. So for me, the one-off services didn't make sense because financially it didn't make sense, because honestly, a client can get more bang for their buck when they invest in a full package that gives them everything that they're looking for and then everything that they need. And 2, most of the time when I'm offering a client a one-off service, they're just coming to get what they need and they don't come back. And if they do come back, they want that same exact service over and over again. And 9 times out of 10, they probably need more than just that one service. Most of the clients that come to me, and you could probably relate if you've been in this industry for quite some time, but these clients don't know what they want. They don't know what they're looking for. They might have an idea or they might think they know, but once they start talking to you and understand what exactly it is that you do, it gives them some clarity on what exactly they need. So clients a lot of times don't realize that they're lacking confidence. Clients a lot of times don't realize that they don't have a capsule wardrobe. Most of the time, they don't even realize that they don't know their sizes or they don't know their body shape until I actually say that and bring it to their attention. And then they're like, oh, well, maybe I actually do need what you're offering. That sounds amazing. It's gonna give me what I'm looking for, which is new clothes, a new wardrobe, a newfound look on fashion and style, but it's also gonna give me a little bit more than what I asked for. You know, a mindset shift, that educational piece, and just time to be spent with a style expert. So truly sit back and understand what you want to offer your clients, and don't feel like you have to offer every single thing under the sun, but just offer what you think is important for the client to experience. It's important for you to sit back and listen to what the client wants from you, but it's also important for you to educate the client on what they actually need. Okay, so for number 4, I want to encourage you to think about what you want to charge for your offers and your packages. Y'all, there are so many stylists that are leaving so much money on the table because they don't believe in their value, and they're allowing other people to talk them into lowering their prices. And we don't do that over here. Over here, we charge our worth, and we make sure people understand that what they're investing in is going to be an investment, but it's also going to be worth the investment. Y'all, there were so many times where I got on the phone with people and told them my price, And honestly, at this time, I was lowballing myself. I was charging way less than what I should have. And even then, it was still too expensive for them. Not everybody is going to be able to afford your offer. Not everybody is going to be in a space where they can hire you. And that's okay. When you are vocal about your price points and you stand firm on what it is that your price is, people won't waver. People are going to be like, oh, okay. Whether they think it's too expensive or it's out of their budget, they're going to move forward or they're not. So everybody is not going to be ready to work with you, and that's okay. You're not missing out on any opportunities or anything at all. Every client that is meant to work with you that will be able to afford your services will hire you. Don't hesitate on that. And when you stand firm and are confident in that, people will trust you and they will truly allow you to do what it is that they are paying you to do. I will say that a lot of the times when I lowballed my services or even lowered my price point for someone, they were not the types of clients that I wanted to work with. One, they really took advantage of me. They just didn't understand that it was up to me to do the job. Like, you can't hire someone and then tell them how to do what you hired them to do. It's insulting and it's rude. And also, they wanted way more than what they paid me for. And 9 times out of 10, that's usually how it goes. If a client lowballs you and feels as though your price points are too high for them, they're going to ask for some type of discount and then they're going to suck you dry. It literally happens every single time. So don't put yourself in that situation. That is a red flag. If clients are so adamant on knowing your price points, and also once they know your price points are asking for some type of discount, that is a red flag, meaning this is somebody that you don't want to work with. You don't want to waste your time with people like that. Now, I think that's important to say that you can have a variety of offers. You can have an offer that is your high ticket offer, which is your most expensive, and then you can have tiers. You can have an offer that is mid-level. You can have an offer that is a low ticket offer. You can even have something that is a smaller offer, like an ebook or just a 1-hour call. Something that is great for those individuals who want to work with you, but don't necessarily have the means to pay over $1,000 to work with you. And that's okay. That's why it's important to have different levels to working with you. Now, when I say levels, I don't mean you need to have all these different types of services, but just a way for someone to get a taste of what it is that you have to offer and learn a few things. It's also great to have some free offers too. Creating a YouTube and offering your content and your expertise for free in videos. Of course, you don't want to give away everything, but like I said, a little taste that's just going to give them exactly what they need, but just enough to make them want to come back for more and eventually hire you. There are so many ways that you can offer your services that will hit someone at each level in their journey. So I want you to consider that and really make sure that you are giving your clients a variety of opportunities to work with you, but in a way that truly aligns with your goals and your mission. And also making sure that you're not bending over backwards or working yourself to death trying to help everybody. Last but not least, the 5th piece that I want to mention on how to successfully start your personal styling business is to consider and think about how you want to make an impact in your industry. Like, what do you want people to remember you by? How do you want to transform people's lives? I know for me, I am so big on education because there are so many individuals out here that want to elevate their style. They want to look better. They want to look good, but they don't know anything about fashion. Fashion is not their ministry and it's not their expertise. And that's exactly why we exist. So I'm really big on educating people on not just their body shapes, on not just how to build their confidence, and not just how to curate a capsule wardrobe, but even the simplest things down to different styles that exist. Comparing wide leg to flare leg, educating clients on what petite sizing is versus average sizing. These may sound like simple things to you, but like I said, to people who aren't in our industry, they have no idea what any of these things mean. So I know for me, my mission is to shift my clients' relationship with style. And one of the ways that I like to do that is by educating them and just teaching them what they don't know. Now, not everybody is willing to learn. Not everybody wants to spend the time to learn. And those are the people that will probably invest in what it is that you have to offer. But there are some people out here that want to figure this thing out on their own, but they just need a little bit more guidance. So the way I'm making an impact is educating my clients. I'm educating them and giving them a different perspective on what fashion and style can look like for them. What are your beliefs? What do you believe in when it comes to fashion and style? I'm not really big on trends. I don't really follow trends, and I encourage my clients to do the same thing. I love being unique to who I am. I love just wearing what I love and what I like, and I encourage my clients to do the same thing. So I'm really big on pushing my clients out of their comfort zone, but also encouraging them to be their own unique self. And that's how I plan on making an impact in the industry. Aside from also coaching stylists as well, speaking, sharing my journey, talking about my faith, and how I've grown my business and my platforms to where they are today. So there are so many ways that you can make an impact in this industry, but it's important to figure out how exactly you want to make an impact, how you want to leave your stamp on this industry, because this industry really needs us, y'all. The fashion industry is known for cattiness. They're known for leaving certain people out and not including everybody. And my mission is to include everybody. If everybody wants to love fashion and be in fashion, so be it. But I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my part by educating those individuals who want to be here, helping them to get here, and showing them the ropes. I do not gatekeep on anything. I have no reason to. No one ever showed me the ropes. No one ever gave me the secret to being a successful stylist. A lot of what I learned, I figured out on my own. And I did also have a few coaches here and there, but that was later in my career. In the beginning stages, it was just me doing all the things, figuring it out as I went along. And I definitely want to make sure that the people who find my videos and learn from me aren't looking and searching and trying to find their way, because I created this platform to help you find your way in the industry. So I hope this was helpful. Just a quick recap, the 5 things that I'm encouraging you to do to start your styling business as far as the mindset piece is to really hone in on your why and why you decided to even step into this industry in the first place. Determine who you want to style, who you want to serve, and who exactly you want to help, but not just per gender, but also making sure that you are understanding that person's problems and being a solution to their problems with your services. Figuring out what you want to offer, whether it be packages, styling experiences, and making sure that what you're offering is actually helping the client to transform and to really show up as the person that they were created to be. Figuring out how you want to price your offers and making sure that you are making a profit and you are not lowballing yourself for anybody. And last but not least, how do you want to make an impact in this industry? This industry is such an interesting space to be in, and it doesn't get any easier once you're in it. So how are you changing people's lives? How are you shifting people's perspective on fashion? And what positive energy are you putting out there when it comes to styling and fashion? Because so many people are needing more of that and less of the negativity. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I'm so excited to hear in the comments how this was helpful. Make sure you let me know if these 5 tips were helpful to you and if it changed your perspective on what you think about the industry of personal styling and how to actually start your styling business. So make sure you stay tuned for part 2, because in part 2 I'm going to give you some actionable steps. You know, in this video we kind of talked about some mindset things and some things to consider, but in part 2 I want to give you some actionable steps on how you can actually start your styling business today. So stay tuned, and before you leave, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and be sure to share it to someone who you feel needs to hear this the most. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in part 2. Bye.